Hey everyone, welcome back to a random Woodside find. It's not too often we do these. We're actually on our way to a location, and looking off in the distance we saw some things that looked man-made, unnatural, sitting here in the woods. Speaking of which, here's one of them right here, and it's actually, as far as I could see, many of them. Believe it or not, these are vehicles that were placed here during a flood of '72 from Hurricane Agnes. There is a pretty massive river not too far from here, and these are all washed down the river, placed here. Some of them are buried under debris, others are just piles of hunking metal and steel and material just left here to the elements, and they've been here, I believe, since '72. I'm fairly certain of that. Maybe even additional ones here with more recent floods in recent decades, but I'm pretty certain though, based on the history of this area, these are from '72 and later floods as well. So if you want to check out what's here, which is pretty amazing, I encourage you guys to come along with me. Now RJ is here filming as well, so is Jake, Mr. SmithNet. Those two are much better with vehicles than I am, so I'm not going to be able to identify or pinpoint everything that I see. I'm just going to document it for you guys. If you do want to hear any factual information, I encourage you to check out their videos, or if you know as well, feel free to comment down below. This one here, you see the seat springs here. There's the bumper. It was blue, obviously. This doesn't look as old. I mean, like I said, '72, I think some of them are responsible for it, but there's been more recent floods as far as 2006 and even 2011 that this area did flood. So we may see some more newer or recent vehicles. Oh, look at, here's like some controls here, probably for the thermostat for the heater. There's the inside door. Still got the armrest, the window crank. Love the color of blue. I can't identify what it is, but hopefully you guys or RJ or Jake can see what it is. Maybe even two cars here, I'm not sure. This one here is what you call a rolling chassis. It's basically what's left of the frame on wheels. Looks like the rear end of it's over there. Steering column right in there. And that may or may not be the same part of the car. You can even pick out the shocks here. It's just all twisted and mangled. So RJ is the man. He did say the front portion is a Saab, he believes, which is a relatively newer car compared to some of the other ones. Behind that, that blue door panel came from over there. He did state this is a Volkswagen Beetle, I believe. And this, he thinks, is a Dodge Dart. You can actually see it's actually upside down. I thought it was a truck at first, but yeah, I could see the resemblance of a Dodge Dart. My father used to own one. It's upside down. Look at the bottom of the engine compartment. Here's the frame, the floor pans. Really incredible to see them in this condition here. And it's actually a powder blue, same color that my father had. He nicknamed it Debbie Dart. There's a Dodge Dart powder blue. There's another one here too, which he did say this is another Volkswagen, which is basically buried. You can still see it's a newer one. It's got, you know, the pleather and stuff like that. Steering wheel, ignition is there, bumper. What'd you say that one is over there?
Ford.
Ford.
LTD or something. Late 60s, early 70s Ford.
The next one here is a blue Ford. You can actually see the steering wheel, the steering column, I'm sorry, the shifter, ignition, and the door panel that we saw, which here's an identical one right here.
It would have been this one right here.
It was, yeah.
Left rear.
So this is a 4-door sedan, and the left rear door is over there by that Saab.
It's either a Saab or a Volvo, I'm not sure.
Saab or Volvo? Close enough.
I'm not good with this foreign car.
So I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, obviously what I'm stating is what I'm gathering here on scene. Now, I did state that flooding did take place here. It is very evident this area has been flooded, not only in Agnes in 72, but 2006, 2011 as well. This area and other areas I know about were underwater. I do believe at least some of these vehicles were brought here by floodwaters. RJ thinks, based on what he's seeing, that some of them were probably dumped here. Some of them were chopped up, cut up into pieces, that they may have been dumped here and maybe scrapped or mangled or whatever way to dispose of them. So I do think it's a combination of both. Floodwaters brought some, dumping brought some, but some of them, like part of the Dodge Dart and the Volkswagen, are buried under material which floodwaters would have done.
Yeah, that definitely would have.
So whether we are indeed right or wrong, I mean, it's not a big deal. I just wanted to point it out that between both of us here, we have a pretty good idea as to what took place. I think it was a combination of being left here and flooding. But as to which one is related to which, that I don't know. We're actually, boy, this almost looks like a junkyard.
Yeah, that's why I said there's tigers everywhere.
So as we're going about, you know, we're gonna hopefully add more pieces to the puzzle. This is almost like a abandoned junkyard now. It's hard to make out what is which. I mean, everything's just a jumbled mess. Somebody's been using this as a target shooting range. There's actually trees and roots growing through here. These have been here a long time. That's like a rocker recliner thing. I love finding stuff like this just kind of hidden in the woods, rotting away. Wondering what the stories were as to how they got here, who used them when they were in operation, stuff like that. That's actually, this might be a dumping ground now that I'm seeing it. This is an old refrigerator right here, or an ice box or something. And let's head up there, see what's over there. Here's another vehicle right here. This is a four-door. You can actually see the door handle right here. There's the trunk. That would be the hood of the front end. Have at it, Haas. Another relic here hiding in the bush. Jake actually found the VIN plate for it. This one's like a drab green color, kind of blending in with the natural area. Oh, look at auto light. You can't really make out too much of it, but yeah, it's like been tossed here, rolling down a hill. It's the inside of the door. There's the fuel tank.
That might be a spare tire.
Yeah, it might be. See the chrome trim. And it looks like maybe in the interior. So that's the car we're just looking at. You can see the length of it. It is a big car. I mean, that is huge. Right in front of it, an old Ringer washing machine. And it's full of water. It's ready for a load. It's washing all the squirrels and chipmunks change of pants. There's the Ringer to wring out the clothes. That would make a decent yard ornament, but that one I'm not carrying home. That is too big, too heavy. But kind of random just to see it standing here. Kenmore. It's Kenmore washing machine. I'd say this is probably my favorite car of them all, though, with how big it is. That and the Dodge Dart, just because my family used to own one. I definitely think, looking at it now, since we're here investigating it, this is someone's scrap pile from a long time ago, because nature is reclaiming it. There's trees growing through everything. These have been here for a long time, but I'm still pretty certain that floodwaters have come through here and helped bury, cover this stuff. And maybe I'm right. Maybe one vehicle was brought here by floodwaters. Who knows? But you just never know what you're going to find in the woods next to a rail line, a river, and a mountain. Very random indeed, but those are some of the best videos that you find. So like I said, I'm not a car guy. I know more about late 70s, 80s, and 90s than I do about the older stuff. I just wasn't around then. I was never hugely into cars as like RJ and others are, so I definitely encourage you to check out their videos to see, you know, what they think of these vehicles here left in the woods, and being able to identify what they are. I wish I was as knowledgeable as they are when it comes to that, but I have my strengths in other areas where they don't. So as a group together, you know, we all kind of balance each other out. But feel free to comment down below if you are able to identify, recognize, or have any stories you want to share about some of these vehicles that maybe you can relate to that your family owned or your cell phone back in the day. Otherwise, this is just going to be a short one here for a quick random Woodside find. I think this is my second one ever, and my eyes will be peeled in the future, and hopefully we'll find more. So thanks for joining us for this. Make sure you check yourself for ticks before you go home, and more importantly, make sure you have a great day, stay safe, and we'll all see you in the next video. A little bonus footage for you as we're making our way back. Not something we expected to find out here. Along the wood line here, the rails, is the skipper. Might be Gilligan's boat. Or yeah, the Jenny too. Go shrimping for shrimp gumbo, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, like Bubba Gump. Yeah, this is a random find. It's been pretty much stripped and no longer seaworthy. And yeah, here's the back of it right here where the motor would have been attached to it. So right now I'm outside the boat. I'm inside the boat. I'm outside the boat. I'm inside the boat. And yes, it is barely holding together.
Watch for screws. I see screws already.
Okay. So here's the captain's seat. And I do see a little hatch there too, which I may have to investigate. I wonder where this goes. Hey, who are you? Get out of here! It's a little tight in here. Ooh, that felt good. Yeah, I can't fit in here. I feel like a Bigfoot in a mouse hole. Yeah, I got, oh, my camera's behind me. Who put it there? Put it in front of me. I see people. Hey, we're rocking the boat.
Don't rock the boat, baby.
Ooh.
Don't tip the boat over.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, hey, I found the lid.
Ooh, a penny.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, yeah, right there. Ow, that hurts. That feels good.
There's your cover.
There's my hatch. I feel like I'm in down Periscope. This boat was not built for me, I'll tell you that. I feel like Tom Hanks when he falls to the floor in the money pit. For a second I thought the Care Bears were here.
I've been here so long I'm hallucinating. A while ago I thought the Care Bears were here.
I can't reach it. Ah! I give up. I'm going back down in my hole. It's a tight squeeze, but I think she'll do good in rough weather. I mean, this seems seaworthy. Even with me barely fitting that hole, it didn't fall apart. That's a good sign. Yeah, see, this is nothing. You get some bubble gum, stick it inside there. It's good as new. I mean, this is a real fixer-upper. I could put this on Craigslist today, easily get $500 because I know what I have right here. There's no low ballers for. Yeah, that's just like decoration. You know, it shows it's been through some history.
Little spray paint.
And honestly, you don't need a motor. I mean, a good exercise is to get some paddles and start rowing. You know, I would take this in a puddle any day. No deeper than 6 inches. Beyond that, it's beyond her capabilities. But I mean, 6 inches of water, I feel safe. It's even got chrome striping. I mean,
Got a light on it too.
look at this. This adds $10 right here.
Oh, yeah.
got a marine light. That's another $5. So yeah, we're gonna go about
You still tie it off to the wharf.
$550. So if you guys want to partake in a bidding war, have at it.
We'll do a fresh Craigslist rebuild on you.
And if you're nice, I'll get RJ to do a little recondition on it. He'll put some armor all on it, a little spit shine. Yeah, so great find. Gonna make some money on this one.